Showtime.
Flip the switch. And that's what we're doing right here. Week
the
12,
switch.
legal formation. We're flipping the switch. We're back. It's the G Money. Rob Sparks, it's the cousin, bringing you a legal formation with the Lucre producing. G, I don't know if it was a good or bad week overall. It doesn't look good. We're trying to climb out of the cellar. Some tough games. Just missed on a couple. Take us away. Give the fans a little play-by-play of what happened in Week 11 and where we stand going forward.
Yeah, so Week 11, Rob was 3-2.
We'll take it as being in the W column, but not enough cuz to get ahead.
And in the if you're not first, your last department, I was 1-4 last week. Only was right on the Dolphins and was up early Sunday morning making tortas with potato, eggs, asparagus.
Celebrating that overseas game.
And yeah, gotta get one cracked early on Sunday.
Let's give us a little
nice.
credit, though. New Jersey, New York Jets. New Jersey, what the hell am I saying, Luke? Strike that out. Jets at New England. We take the spread, which was massive at 12, and we lose by like a 0.5 So I get it. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch
Goddamn
or a
Jets.
yard, but the Jets,
Goddamn
golly. I took the Bucks. It broke my heart to lose or not cover the spread. I thought I saw that coming, and ultimately that's one that separated as well.
Yeah. So
G,
in
for
total,
the record, give us the year in totals.
Total, you're closing in on getting to 500. You're 16-18,
Fighting away.
and I'm
Fighting.
3 games behind you at 13-21. So
Round to make up. We're still doing nobody's in the green, not even our guest spots. They're 4-5 for the year as well.
It's tough. This is the National Football League. Anything can happen.
And I'm telling you, we got some tough ones coming up. G, start us off with the Thursday night game. Bills at Texans. The Texans are getting 5.5. Talk to me who you like here.
Yeah, so we got the Bills are 7-3. They just beat the Bucks. I'm sure we can talk about that as we get to the Bucks game. Texans are 3-7. So my only question really is, does the Buffalo offense show up? I think that's been their Achilles heel. I mean, I know their defense has struggled at times as well, but
Especially against the run.
Yeah. So, Houston, their defense is good, but they're struggling offensively. And at this point, I'm just going with the better team, the better record, the better offense, the
Even on
better
the road.
players. And I'm going with the Bills to cover the 5.5 at Houston. Houston also has we have a problem. I think C.J. Stroud is ruled
Banged
out
up.
right before we came in here. I think I saw that breaking news.
Saw it
so
on the
he's
wire.
out.
Can't do that at backup quarterback going against Allen.
So even though it's at home in Houston, I feel like, I don't know. I think I'm just, at this point, this picture's open. I'm just going with the better team, the better players. Lock it in the Bills.
Lucre, I'm
trying to make it easy.
I'm following my cousin's lead. I'm going with the G money. I'm going Bills, giving up the 5.5. Two thought processes here, or whatever. Luke, what do we want to call it? A thought process. I got two of them. One, the Bills have got no run defense, but they got Superman. The guy puts up 6 TDs, 3 on the ground, 3 in the air. Josh Allen, incredible. Also, shout out to Bob Does Sports. Lucre with the Euro step in the end zone. If anybody's a fan of that show, he called it. He said it lost a bet on the golf course that he would do a Euro step. After like the second TD, he does one for the fat Perez. At the end of the day, the guy's too much to overcome. I saw the injury report as well on Stroud. No way. But I will tell you this. I think the game, Bills at Miami, was the wake-up call for the Bills. Now, are the Bills good enough to make a deep run into the playoffs and Super Bowl? Not with that run defense, but Lucre, they're good enough to get by the Texans. I'm taking the Bills, giving up the 5.5.
All right, so we're locked in on Buffalo. The Dolphins are on a bye this week. They did get the W in Madrid, and this is kind of an analytics
Which
thing
we
where
both won.
Yeah, we did. They did cover the spread, 16-13, the 2.5-point spread. But I don't know if you saw the end of that game in regulation. 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line, tie score, minute and a half left. They don't kick the field goal. They go for it. They don't get it.
Recap of our entire betting history this year.
Yes. So if you're McDaniel, I mean, are you kicking the field goal there on 4th and 1 to go ahead and just kick it off? I mean, I think it has to do obviously with the new overtime rule. I mean, not the new kickoff rules where they didn't want to give the ball back Washington with like a minute left from like the 30 or 40-yard line.
Disaster happens.
But they'd have to go down and score a touchdown on you. So you're saying your defense can't even hold them to the field goal? I don't know. I guess it's big time analytics play. I can see it both ways, but man, I remember them wanting to kick the field goal Sunday morning, but they survived in the overtime.
Look, all I know is we got the green, which means we won, baby. And at the end of the day, that is symbolic of our entire
Well, I'm just gonna imagine all the people screaming at their TVs
For
on Sunday
losing the
morning
bet.
of why they were not just kicking
Going
a field
for
goal. But we move on to the Bucks, who are on Sunday Night Football, 8:20,
I hate this game.
and it's the Bucks at the Los Angeles Rams. Rob, you've turned me on to the Rams the last couple years with McVay and Stafford, and I'm a big believer now. So where are you coming down? Because I know
I hate it.
You like
I hate
those
it,
guys
cousin.
on the Rams
I
too,
hate
and
it.
you like the Bucks. So where
I
are we at?
hate this pick. Number one, it's 6.5. With the Rams are getting 6.5 with the Bucks on the road. I think that's an expensive bet for some folks. I think the professional bettors are going to get into this one. I think you can see this line maybe even move to 7, and I think it's going to cause a little bit of uproar in the betting community. I try to look at this thing. I try to look at Rams defense, Rams passing. Here's the problem. One, let's look at the offense, Luker. We got the Rams offense. It's their top 5 air attack in the league, right? They're 4th in big plays. And what is the Achilles heels for the Bucks? Big plays, giving them up, can't cover in the zone. Our DBs get beat. Stafford's on fire. The guy's lighting it up. But rewind against the Hawks, Luke's team, the Seahawks, does not play well. No big scores. They win it at the very end. They were at home, and that was with 4 turnovers. With 4 turnovers by Darnold. So then I get started a little diving into the numbers. Where am I going with this? I look at the Rams defense. 11th in yards per game in terms of the rush. 8th in yards per attempt. The Bucks are getting a little traction on the run game, going for 100 yards in the last 2 or 3. But then, Luker, let's go big picture. Bucks always have trouble traveling, especially what's to the other coasts. We are terrible at special teams right now, and I've said it before, if we get in a shootout, we're just not built for that. We're indoors. If it turns into a track meet, we're in real trouble. So Luke, where does that leave us? I'm going to give you 3 keys to the game for the Bucks. 1, special teams. For the love of God, stop giving these guys the ball on the 50-yard line. Kick it through the uprights, man. Take it on the 30. Number 2, we've got to control the clock. What do we do there, Luker? If we slow the game down, we don't get in a track meet. We got to stop guys, these big-time quarterbacks like Allen that we've been going up against, the Mays that can just absolutely light us up. We can't win that game no matter how much Baker's carrying us. Number 3, Luker, no big plays. Big plays, we can't control the clock. We get it back. So against all advice in my brain, Luke, I'm going Bucks on the road with the 6.5. We may not win, but I think Bowles is going to have the defense where they're not going to beat us by a touchdown, 6.5. I think it's going to be close. The Bucks either nip it out by a freaking 60-yard field goal to win it, or we lose, but we don't lose more than 6.5. That's where I'm taking the money. Look for it early. If we're controlling the clock, we're going to be in it with the spread. If Stafford comes out, lights us up early, Luke, in the first 10 minutes of the game, it's a wrap and my doors are going to get blown off.
Yeah, all the things you're saying, Tampa, that they're struggling with the last few games, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. I think the Rams' defense is really good. Verse from Florida State and the other guy, Fisk, are really good. And, Matthew Stafford's just having a great year. And I've even hearing rumblings he might be sleeper for MVP, sort of a lifetime achievement award if he continues to have a good season. Why not give it to him as he?
We got a bad history on the road.
He goes out there, so nothing would surprise me. But to me, it seems like the Rams are just the safer pick here.
They are.
I think McVay, great coach. Stafford is just slinging it this year. Guy making all the right decisions. Puka, they got Devontae Adams. Even their running back Williams is pretty good. All things being equal, I just think the Rams are a safer pick, so I'm going with the Rams.
Definitely the safe pick. I'm going for the upset just because, too, Luker, I think the Rams are set up to finally get clipped. They've been in a bunch of those close battles, and they've won them all. I think it's time for them to have a little letdown. I think they got up for the big Seahawks, big opponent, big division, big rivalry. I'm hoping the Bucs survive, get indoors, get out of that, Buffalo weather, and shock the world. All right, Luke, put us down. Cousins are split on that one. I'm taking the big upset against all sanity. Gee, that leads us over to Monday night. Panthers going on the road, cross-country to the 49ers. San Fran giving up 6.5. We're back in the Bucs-Rams 6.5 territory. Panthers coming off a huge win, looking good, trying to track the Bucs down. What say you?
Yeah, so Carolina's performing better this year than I think anyone expected them to.
With the offensive coordinator from the freaking Bucs.
Yeah, but I still think they're hard to trust. I think I saw a stat that Bryce Young, I mean, I know he blew up yesterday, had like 448 yards, but that was the first game he's thrown for over 200 yards like all season. So they're still a little, stagnant, little up-and-coming team trying to get better. But that's why I will go with give me the tried and true, give me the Shanahan, just like McVay. I'm sticking with the good coach.
Quarterback's back, healthy.
Purdy's back, McCaffrey. They find a way to get the balls to the playmakers. They run aggressively. So, even though the Panthers are 6-5, I still think, I'm just going with the safer pick here, the 49ers to win by 7. That gives you the cover to the 6.5. So
it's Monday night.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
With the 49ers.
I don't see any letdown. I could see this could be a sleeper if it was like the 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game on Sunday, but because it's Monday night, I don't see the 49ers, Luker, just giving it up and not see them coming. I think the big win by North Carolina is now on the radars for the 49ers. They should be ready. They got the extra day to prepare for them. They're not going to get embarrassed at home on Monday night. I think this is what's going to come down to is forget about, Luke, the division, forget about the conference. This is now going to come down to a division race between the Bucs and the Panthers. Forget getting the home seed. Forget all of those big numbers. Rest of the season is going to be about our little South division and where we're going to rank. Hopefully then we upset somebody in the first round. Schedule's too tough. We're playing for the division at this point. We're not playing for the conference. I'm going with G on the road. We're taking the Niners at home. Panthers, quotation marks, overrated. We'll see what they do. Tampa's got them twice in the fourth quarter of the season. Those are the games that are going to matter. I think this one could get away from them quickly. And I think, Luke, that's what you can expect in Week 12 of the legal formation.
Everybody in Tampa Bay will be 49er fans on Monday night.
Got to have them.
I believe. So.
Got to have them.
All right.
So, Luker, recap. Give it to us, G. What do we look like we're doing this Week 11?
Okay, so 3-game slate. We're both on the Bills
Light
on
week.
Thursday night. Sunday night, difference of opinion. You're on the Bucs. I'm on the Rams. And then Monday night, we have an agreement on the 49ers.
Let's go San Fran. Let's go big fella. Run off tackle. Drive it down their throat. Luker.
Luke, do you concur?
Do you like it, Luker? Yeah. That's why he's the best in the business, folks. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Hard Rock Bets, if anybody is wondering, is where we're picking the lines. And also as a handicap for us, we don't change the line even though they change or they move. We're taking them as is game day.
Tuesdays, that's tough. Tuesdays tough.
So that might, I'm not just saying an excuse, but that might go into a little bit of the total overall record. Anyway, we're sticking with it. That's Week 12, legal formation coming at you. Cut it up, Luker.